Hello, everybody. I'm Maurice, and I am here with some of my favorite awesome TikTokers. And today we're going to talk about a bunch of fun stuff that's happening, not so fun stuff, and some commentary on problematic things that are happening in the TikTok universe. And I'm here with Walt. He's my technical assistant. He might throw in some opinions.
I'm here for the whipped male opinion.
I'm. That's fine. He's also my technical advisor. And we'll just go around, introduce ourselves. We have Jackie here, Jax to the future.
Hello, I'm Jax to the Future on TikTok with the number 2.
And we have Jay Jones 451. What's up?
Hey, Jordan, J Jones 451 on TikTok. I'm ready to roll. Let's do it.
Cool. And we have Kristen here. Kristen is
Hi. Yep. Chris 10, the number 10 is blue on TikTok, and I'm super excited to do this again. I have kids in the background, so sorry if they get crazy.
that's absolutely fun. And we have
Kimmy6904. That's me. I'm ready.
Yay.
Let's get into it.
Cool. So, so that vegan teacher was banned off of TikTok. I think it was 3 days, maybe 2 days ago, and he keeps popping up again with there were at least 20 to 30 accounts. I don't, maybe more that she had, and I wasn't sure how many were actually hers or not, or fangirl accounts.
Fan pages, yeah.
Right. And then there was an account that popped up, and I don't know if that was her or not, but I saw screenshots of it. It said that Holocaust teacher, although it wouldn't surprise me. I have a video that I was going to show.
Hello, everyone. Many of you woke up this morning and found out that my account was banned on TikTok. And I know many of you are jumping for joy, thinking that this is a great victory. Somehow, it makes you smile to know that an animal rights activist is being silenced on one of the platforms. Why is that? Why does that bring you joy? I know why.
Can't watch that.
Because you're feeling guilty. You know you're eating animals. You know you're paying to exploit them. And you cannot look in the mirror and see that in you. You're suffering from cognitive dissonance. You think you're a good person, but on the other hand, you pay people to rape, torture, and to murder these innocent animals who never did one single thing wrong to you. So when an animal rights activist like me, a middle-aged, gray-haired woman,
That's all it was.
Okay.
Lord.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
more to that too. There's more to that.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's already
Of course there is.
On the it's we can go forever.
So you can hit stop share.
I mean, just that one video we could dissect for about an hour and a half at the minimum.
To YouTube. She has so many misconceptions. She doesn't understand. How could she not understand? It's not her being activist that's the problem. It's the comments that she makes about marginalized communities and somehow equating it to the struggles of veganism. And
Just like the Gina Serrano of PETA.
She has taken her platform to be, she is a victim. She is a victim. Her animals are victims. And that's what she has been saying to everybody is the blah, blah, blah. And that's what really pisses me off when she says about animals.
I know what she's talking about. And she's talking about when they artificially inseminate animals in order to produce more livestock for milk for, cows. The problem with the vegan teacher is, how there's feminists and then there's those high scale feminists that pour bleach on guys' ball sacks on the train. She's one of those. She doesn't use her platform for education. She uses it for slander and basically to say, if you don't believe what I believe, you're wrong. That's the problem with her. She's fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Is it she's really psychotic, or is she playing a part for the reactions?
I think she believes everything she says. It just is so weird
I agree.
she's so peppy about it, but she's very brutal about it too. And to compare, animals being slaughtered to the Holocaust, I hate to say trivializing
But it is.
does that with
like
everything.
that's actively
Literally
what she's doing though.
everything.
Is she's trivializing it. That's the problem.
you.
I mean,
Couldn't say
she
the
made
damn
a
word.
video once where she compared this was what killed me. Compared coming out as a vegan
Oh,
to coming out
coming out
as a
as
member of the LGBTQ plus community.
yeah.
I'm not trying to put air quotes on that, but that's like
Yeah,
what she
no.
was comparing it to. And she was like, the slander and the shit that you face is when you come out as a vegan is far worse than what you face when you come out as a member of the LGBTQ plus community. That's what up until then I was like, she's just dumb. Because I don't care if you're a vegan. I don't care what lifestyle you live. I'm like, personally, I consider myself a Christian. I am pansexual. Like, I have all of these aspects of who I am. I don't try to force any of my ideals onto other people. I try to help and educate in terms of politics and explain why I believe the certain things I do, but I'm never going to force somebody or slander them specifically the way that she does, because they're not ascribing to my particular way of life. I think that it's harmful to do that. So it's so disgusting when she does that, because that's just like her main method of attacking people is to exactly, she paints herself as the victim because she's vegan, which I personally, I don't think I've ever really met people who have been disowned by their family because they're vegans. Pretty sure we've never had to pass a case through the Supreme Court to determine that vegans have the same rights as non-vegans. And I don't think people, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but I'm fairly positive nobody has been murdered for being a vegan. So it's just like when you compare two issues they're nowhere in the same vein, that's when you get into the trivializing of it. And I admire people who are animal rights activists. I admire these types of things. And I believe that there is a lot of mistreatment within the mass ways that we have food production right now. Obviously, there are some serious issues within that that I think can be addressed.
That's valid.
Yeah, but comparing that to the Holocaust, there will never be a moral equivalent to the Holocaust. Just point blank, period. Stop saying it. There's not a moral
just like
equivalent
Gina
to it.
I can't say her last name. Don't.
Whatever her
Don't.
name is from Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
For certain cause or whatever, like the message could be very positive if you're educating people in a positive manner.
Mhm.
But I've heard and seen some videos of her telling people to break up with their girlfriend if they're not vegan and you're going to hell.
Because Jesus was vegan.
Yeah, and that it reminds me
Right.
Pescatarian.
of like the hardcore Christians that say, you're going to hell if you're gay. How is that any different? It's just an extremism.
So I'm gonna be honest, like the vegan teacher has lived rent free in my head for a while. And I think what she's doing is, you know how you guys we're talking about how she's trivializing all these big life events, these big, factors in people's lives. I think what she's trying to do is she's purposefully doing this because she wants people to get a reaction. And she's hoping that people say, she's hoping that by comparing, coming out as vegan to coming out as gay, people will be like, oh my gosh, this is a really big deal. Like maybe I should rethink it, but she's going about it the wrong way because it's like she's not understanding or not caring that being vegan is not comparable to the Holocaust. It's not comparable to being part of the LGBTQ plus community and coming out, but she's using these big ideas and these big factors to get the shock value and try to get people to listen to her. But she's just making an ass out of herself.
Yeah, and she exploits it. There's a song she has on. As soon as I went to her YouTube, there's a song called "I Can't Breathe." I couldn't believe that.
Oh God.
It's like you're exploiting these.
What?
Yes, there's a song that's her main on her main channel. As soon as you go there, and it's about a cow. But it was like 7 months ago when she put it up. So this happened like during all of what happened with the George Floyd and the police brutality and the Black Lives Matter protests. Like, well, this is a world event. I'm going to exploit this for my cause. So really disrespectful.
That's disgusting.
Exactly. Like nobody would care if she was a vegan who was like, I believe this is why I'm a vegan. This is why I stand for this. This is why I want others to be vegan.
Right.
And if that was where she left it, fucking great. I don't care. Carry on. But it's the like Jordan said, it's the comparison of these other events that are just like you can't. They're not equivalent. They're false equivalencies. That's what riles people up.
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
There's a video out there. Oh, sorry.
I think too, alongside of trivializing things that like marginalized communities have been through. She also fails to recognize like people's socioeconomic status has a big effect. Hold on, Megan. Has a big effect on how you eat, what you eat. There's food deserts where people don't have access to fresh produce in grocery stores and stuff. So I think when she like basically says if you're not a vegan, you're going to hell, she doesn't address those issues. And where she can use her platform for good to advocate to help lessen food deserts, she doesn't. She just shames them instead of doing anything to help.
There's a video right now. It's about these artists, musical artists that go and they go to, I know this is like, you know, I bunny hop, but they're comparing these artists that go to, you're already laughing, stop it, stop it. That they go to this wild and crazy, like Christina Aguilera, and they go like usually to like rap, and they dress in scantily clothes, and then all of a sudden they go back to basics. That's kind of like, it's the shock value, and then you go back. Well, she hasn't come back. Right. You know, if she just did the shock value. Okay, I get it. Shock value and then come back. Okay, I get it.
No.
I gotta send you that video because it's like
floating. She went to Venus. Oh, it's like
she did.
She went to another galaxy.
Yeah, and it's usually they do like all this, you know, sexy stuff or rap, or like even Miley Cyrus did all the shock value stuff. And then like literally just now she's into doing the country stuff again. And it's like, okay, that's the shock value. Like Marilyn Manson, he never came back from his shock stuff.
There might be electroshock involved at times with Marilyn Manson.
There probably is. But she also started being creepy. Now, like she made these window. I don't have the video.
I know exactly.
Is it the banana one?
No.
Oh,
I hate it.
Oh no, there's the banana one and the
bird.
Yeah,
And
the birds.
I see a trend.
But then she has the
Okay.
audacity to call Ethan
That's a trend alert.
Yes, I was just about to say that. She called him a pedo.
like gotten pedophiles off of TikTok.
Wait,
And people like her off of TikTok, she's calling him a pedophile.
who's she calling? Wait, I missed this.
Ethan Trace.
Straight up, she's like, it's more to that video. She kept saying that he's the pedophile here, that why would you think that way? It's the whole victim again, that she's the victim constantly. She's the victim. Victim mentality, victim mentality.
Wow.
I don't think she's gonna go anywhere because she still has the YouTube channel. I already had, like, the last time I checked, it had 30,000 subscribers, and she's on Instagram, and
She can't be canceled.
I don't think she.
Well, then we're going. Well, you know, she's. I don't know.
And TikTok seems to let people come back.
I mean, nothing is
All the
stopping people
time.
from building up another account, though. I mean, like, we got Tyler Bluntman banned, and now he's fucking back. Like, what do you do there?
When accounts get from TikTok, you have 30 days to appeal your account being removed. And then TikTok will look into it. It's a whole big process, but they look into it. And if they deem your account worthy of being able to be brought back, they will bring it back. Now, when it comes to banning accounts and people having backups, depending on the reason that your account was banned. So let's say it's multiple community guideline violations and they're like, you know, adult nudity and sexuality, all that stuff. TikTok will actually ban your IP address. It basically traces back to your phone.
Yeah.
So nothing off that phone / IP address will be able to log into TikTok and make an account. But if the, you know, charges, we'll just call them charges because I don't have the other fucking word for it. But if they're not that severe, they won't completely ban your IP address. They'll just ban that account, which is why most
Then
people
you make another.
I don't
What's
feel a process for getting your account unbanned because some people will get it back and some people don't.
why have it then like that? If that's literally the case, then why
Well,
go
I mean,
through
'cause
the motions of saying, oh, you're banned? Well, not
Well, because you can have people who have really big platforms who can, like,
Papa
and
Sorry.
you could, well, sometimes yes, but also there are other people who can say like, who was the girl who made a video? I'm pretty sure she's in our Discord, who had made a video where she said, I have been sexually assaulted. I am allowed to say I was sexually assaulted by a man, I believe. I'm probably paraphrasing this very poorly. I am allowed to say I hate men because they traumatized me in a very, very horrible way. And she said that, and then Benjamin Politics got a hold of the video and sent all of his cronies after her. And it was like mass reporting, mass commenting, like
Is
immediately
that what-
ratioing
was
like
that the-
all of her comments and things like
Was
that.
that the whole drama that the whole thing that he did about? Because I didn't understand what was going on. Was that the drama?
Possibly. I just know that was like a thing, but in that same vein, you can have creators who have very large platforms. If they say one thing, it's kind of the hive mind aspect of it, where if it's like, I could turn around and be like, hey, Kimmy really annoyed me the other day, go mass report her account. And who knows how many of my followers would do it, but somebody could inevitably do it, regardless of whether or not what I said is true. They could mass report your account, you could get banned, and then TikTok has the fail safe where if they go through and look, if I had said something like, you said all of these false things about me and you never said anything about me, then maybe TikTok could go back through and reinstate your account. So it's probably a fail safe for that type of a thing, but for creators who are like egregiously spreading harm, it doesn't help that they have an avenue back in.
But the thing is, she is. There's, we can go down the list. I don't know if we're doing that just yet. Sorry. Bunny hop. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Very clearly, though.
Reel it in, Kim. Reel it in.
Oh, I was saying when it comes to creators, like, okay, the vegan teacher, she's problematic as hell, but at the same time, she has a large platform. She causes a stir. She makes people come to the app.
Why though?
Traffic to her page, and by doing that, she's making TikTok money. Tony Lopez, Andre Lopez, like literal pedophiles on this app. Laverne, child groomer on this app. They're not going anywhere because TikTok won't let them because they're making TikTok way too much money.
Absolutely. No, you're totally right, which is obviously a huge flaw within the platform itself. But like they say, no publicity is bad publicity. That's like the old adage, but it's very true for creators who cause controversy. They just keep getting more views and racking up the money from it for TikTok. So
the fold is what they did was it's a lot of bigger Black creators, and that's what they called themselves. They were in the fold, and then a lot of stuff went down with the women. And a lot of these males blamed the women. And now these women are speaking up. And now, Jen Extra, she's a white woman standing up for the Black women. And they really don't like that. That's the big drama right now.
Their content was problematic? Was it?
No. They knew each other like in real life. They would get together, or they probably had like a Discord or something. Matt knows a little bit better.
They're an education-based Black creator group that really stand for Black Lives Matter and education.
Yes.
I love you.
Kristen popping in.
Yeah, she went away, but then she came back. Now babies.
Sorry, I'm getting them in the bath, and then I can prop myself outside the bathroom door.
No worries.
We're here for you.
We hear you.
But yeah, they're exploding on themselves. It would be imploding.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
But guess what that's going to create? It's going to create more people going to go, what is that? What's going on with the fold? Oh, what's the tea?
Well, let's talk about, because we did have, now you posted that video this morning. I was going to show that real quick.
If I can tell you what happened, literally what happened, Indy, she posted something, hey, mass report this. This is messed up. And it had the Netflix symbol and then IGGER in my basement. That was the user's name. And it's smart. It's very smart. It's so fucking dumb. Like, why the hell would you do that? But it's smart. And I looked it up. There are so many accounts. and it's all, if you look at them, they're used to boost the other accounts that are used to drag down people who are calling out and saying, hey, you know, we need to be allies, and they're coming in there and saying, you know, stirring up the trouble and stuff like that. So but then you have all these other ones. Yeah, no, and then you know, then you've got the hamster IGGER.
All right, we'll show you a clip.
I'm
Wait, go ahead,
tired. I
you.
just got while you were talking about it.
Tuck, we need to have a chat. You need to sit down. What is this? What is this?
I don't know if you can
If
see.
you don't think that you have a problem with racism on this app, you gotta be kidding me. Like, really. And if you look, it's mostly all white people. Just so they can do that to say the word. This has to stop. This is disgusting.
Yeah, his eyes. Yeah, it's so silly what he looks like. He looks. Yeah. Alright, so.
Look up your
Roll a d12 plus d8. You guys.
I cut that down.
That's a,
I
so they just found like the logo and then just, okay. I don't know. They seem to be very mad about getting rid of the stuff with like avatars because for a while they had this thing going around. I haven't seen it in a while, but it was like Gen Z is.
hold on. Logan's in the other room screaming. If you hear anything, that's him. He's playing D&D. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Sounds like he's right on your mic.
Logan, we can hear you through my mic.
Oh, that 20-sided guy.
But there was a logo or an avatar going around. I don't know if it's still there, but it was like Gen Z is full of R word. And I actually made a video calling it out. And that video got taken down because I was like, oh, it was for hate speech. And I didn't show it. I didn't show it. I blurred it out. And I was like, Gen Z for R word, you can't have that. And then I started getting, every time I got a troll comment, it would be some other account with that same logo or same
Of course it would be.
Yeah.
I hate that word. Hate that word.
I mean, ignorant people will find a way to be aggressively ignorant and horrible as loudly as they possibly can. That's not me excusing it, but it's like
no,
it's
because
such
it's
a mass
true.
problem, you know. Like it's just going to be, you'll get rid of one and then 30 more will show up. It's like a hydra. Like you cut one off and then 30 more grow back in its place, and it's like, well, that solved effectively nothing. But I mean, you would think that TikTok would have, with it being such a big and successful platform, you would think that they would be a bit more, you know, aware of the types of things that are happening just from within the usernames. Like, you should, if you can hold somebody's video in limbo and hold it for like 2.5 hours before it actually is able to be viewed publicly by people, then why can't you be patrolling the users that are cropping up on your website or on your account or in your app and be able to patrol them and see if they're doing some sort of coded language to try and spread their ignorance.
I've had people just tell me that their duet got taken down for hate speech.
Yeah.
You call out stuff, and I know Matt's got a lot of stuff taken down. I mean, I haven't. I'm such a small, tiny account. I'm just
my shit gets taken down.
I was gonna say,
Wow.
I wear the crown of my shit getting community guideline violations.
So if something, I've heard if you get enough of these, it starts to really affect your views. And I don't know if that's what's happened to me lately, because just like mine have taken a huge dive. But there was also an algorithm update that started like in January, but it seems like it like hit in February. But I did have a couple taken down for bullying politicians. I'm not sure. My Mitch McConnell turtle song, they didn't like it. And
Of course not.
He's so cute. I'm sorry, but it was.
I had a Mitch McConnell, turtle block because he blocked the stimulus package. I was really mad. So I was
Yeah.
like, block, block, block.
all were. We all were.
Yeah. So I said he can suck my block because I was mad, and then it was gone. It was like this community, but I was like, what? And there was another one when Kaylee McEnany made some remark. I took a clip and I made a comment on it, and they pulled that one too. It's like, what? I guess they're watching me now on everything.
What happens is there's a whole different algorithm once you get slammed with a community guideline violation. So when you get hit with a community guideline violation, your entire account is basically under surveillance for the next probably 2 to 3 weeks, and they watch you much more closely and they monitor you. So your views do tend to go down because they're trying not to push your videos out without, knowing what the hell you're posting.
Yes, I did do the vegan teacher diss track, and I was a little bit worried about that. I was like,
It's so cute.
all right, am I gonna get in trouble for bullying? Because I'm basically saying she's a bigot, but I'm not being mean. I said it in the thing. I was like, I'm gonna work out, but I'm not trying to be mean. But learn your lesson.
Uh-oh.
Have you guys tried to record a video lately since the update?
Have I-
Report.
What?
What?
Like report someone else's videos? So when
Oh.
you report a video, you would pick something and you would write out, like you would explain it. They don't give you the option
Yeah.
to type.
I noticed that. Yep. I
Well,
noticed
Uh,
that.
video that I was gonna
Art.
show that we had taken down. Wait, someone's gonna say something.
Yeah, sorry. I was gonna just tell Jordan, we have like a whole group of Discord that we all sit there and just gab
Yeah,
on, and then there's the political TikTok, and then like right under it is the what is it even called, 18 and plus. So we've got it to where we're mass reporting if something's really bad. It took them, what is it, how long, 24 hours with the guy that was
did the bing dong ding ding.
Oh, it took 2
Oh.
days to actually take the video down.
That is insane.
and it wasn't there's like 200, there's literally just 200 of us mass reporting it, and that's just our Discord group. How many other thousands upon thousands did they have to do to go, oh, okay, that's his penis hanging out?
So
Oh,
here's
listen.
the, and this goes back to banning accounts. People, I just want to make this clear. Mass reporting doesn't always do what we think it does. Because sometimes it's, like Jackie said, if she says something and she's like, oh, Jordan pissed me off today, go mass report her. If they're getting all these reports over and over and over again, they don't necessarily, they kind of flag it as spam more than anything. So when something like that happens, yes, you need to report it. But I've also found, like Matt and I were talking about it, I have a community manager. Perks of having a blue check mark, that's great. I emailed them, and then I emailed, there's actually an email that is made public to people that you can email. I sent them screenshots. I sent them the video recording that someone got. And I was like, excuse me, hello, this is a child's app and he has his ding-a-ling out.
Yeah.
Like mass reporting just doesn't, it's better to do that than to interact with the content. But at the same time, sometimes they mark it as spam because what if it's nothing?
Yeah.
And here's one of my biggest problems with TikTok. It's, I'll post something or someone will post something and someone leaves a comment that is rude or misinformation. And you either try standing up for yourself or fact checking them. But your video of doing that gets taken down for bullying and harassing. And, TikTok's idea is, well, you can just delete the comment and block them. I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
No one deserves to deal with disrespect like that. So you're punishing me for basically saying to people, don't fucking act like this, but you're letting people continue to act like that.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Exactly. I had
Like, no.
I had the one video that I had that really blew up. I caught one person, which there were enough comments to where I probably likely missed others, but I caught one person leaving death threats on my video. And I wanted to make a response to it. I'm fine now. Everything's settled. We're good. I've reported it to the proper authorities. The account got banned, et cetera, et cetera. But
we went
wanted,
to war.
yes, I am still like in awe of how many people helped me out with that. It was truly like, thank you all so much again. But when it first happened, I wasn't shaken. I was just like, okay, that's a death threat. What I wanted to do was reply to the comment with a video. So that way people could directly link back to that commenter and the user and report the comment and report the user. But TikTok, every time I made a video, the first video that I made, TikTok wouldn't let me post it. It was being held in limbo. And I was like, well, this is very strange. So I tried it again with a different comment. TikTok wasn't letting me post it. It was being held in limbo. So then I went through and I tried to take screenshots of the other things and I tried to make a video about it. TikTok was holding it in limbo. And it got to the point where I got so freaked out that TikTok was censoring me for trying to say somebody is leaving death threats on my video. Can you please help me report them and get them out of the app? That's what freaked me out more than anything, was that instead of trying to, for some reason, I still have no idea why my video got stuck in limbo, because I hadn't had that issue recently, but I got so freaked out that TikTok was holding my content back and stopping me from being able to speak out about it. That's what freaked me out more than anything. So that's when I wound up being able to post the video where I was crying. I was like, I don't know why TikTok is stopping me from being able to speak about this when the person who is leaving death threats, their comment is still up on my post. Like, how does that make any kind of sense? So eventually, after I finally had to do a thing where I had taken screenshots and I flashed them really quick behind me, and the majority of my video was just me basically crying and being upset and saying, like, TikTok won't let me post anything. I just need to get this account banned and have it reported, so that way they can't continue to leave death threats on my page for saying whatever it is I said. It was a mess. And again, so many people helped me out with it, and I'm still like wildly thankful. And eventually the account got banned, but it took like 7 to 8 hours.
Wow.
It's because
account to
TikTok's
get
idea
banned.
is, if it bothers you, just block them so that you don't have to interact with them. It's like videos that you report that clearly have minor safety or hate speech. Basically, their resolution is, instead of us taking care of it, just block them so you don't have to deal with it, which is bullshit.
Yep, so you don't have
Which
to deal
doesn't
with
help
it.
anybody else.
Because
It's like,
they
get
have
the
free
dangerous people out of your
speech,
app.
right?
God.
That's the whole thing of free fucking speech.
No,
I mean, that is what it comes down to. It,
does not cover threats, death threats.
Hmm.
It's against
no.
physically.
But that's what they think, especially
But
because
that's
of
their excuse
right now.
for it.
Those
Right.
crazy people think that it's okay to do that and it's covered under free speech because Trump said so. So it's okay to leave death threats. We're not really going to go through with it. Just like the lady who said, "Oh, I'm going to buy."
I know the other one. She had the FBI show up.
Yeah, that one. And
Yep.
she's like, "I don't know why it's under free." Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, the ultimate thing I can say
Thanks,
is, like,
Trump.
freedom of speech doesn't equal freedom of consequence, and that's the biggest difference.
Doesn't.
Like, I don't understand. People are like, well, that seemed, I stupidly left that comment on a video about the whole Gina, whatever the hell her name is, situation with the Mandalorian.
Wars.
I left that comment, and the number of I should have known to just not say anything on a Star Wars controversy, because it's just a bad choice in general. But the number of people who are still responding, it's been like 2.5 weeks. We're still responding, and they're like, well, that seems like a contradiction. I'm like, it's not a fucking contradiction.
No, it's not.
It's not a contradiction. It protects you technically from the government. It does nothing about private entities. And if I hear you say something that bigoted and that horrible to me, I have every right. You have the right to say it. I have every right to exclude you from my life moving forward. So private companies have every right to eliminate you from their roster if they feel like if you don't uphold the public image that they want for their company. They don't need you representing their brand if they feel like you said something that doesn't represent them.
Yeah, so this guy, I don't know if it's still up or not. When I clicked on, I think Mike did a video on him, like reacting, saying we need to go report him. That video is gone.
I'm gonna say some straight up facts real quick. If I see that there's a militia going the president, this fake President Biden, I'm there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So they just leave it up, do nothing about it. I don't understand. So what's the answer? What can we do? Because TikTok doesn't seem to be policing it at all. Other than reporting to the FBI, they seem to be doing a better job.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's
That's-
ultimately that's what I did when I got my death threat. I was like, I'm gonna report this shit to the FBI because you're
And if it gets
making
bad,
threats on my life.
yeah, and if it gets bad enough, you can report to local police and go in and file a report.
We can go on to another one, Christian Walker, our favorite.
He'll be back though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, have you seen his Twitter lately?
Have we seen the video of him dancing though? Have all of us seen the video of him dancing?
Unfortunately,
I do just want to clarify. I have no issue with men dancing. Men dancing in hills is amazing. I love it. Do your
Yes.
thing, but don't sit here and complain about not having enough manly men.
Yes.
And then
What
do that.
you
Like,
need
it's
to
good.
you need to be manly.
Wait, I had to come back for this discussion. Where
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
been
downloaded
cheerleading my entire life. I know people who dance at that studio he was dancing in that video.
No
And
way.
it was for sure like he's not a great dancer. I tried to go back and find his old cheer athletics tapes because I can guarantee you then in the dance he was in the back left corner for everything. But he was just that he was so uncomfortable in those heels. So I find it so ironic that he can be so comfortable on TikTok spreading all of this hate,
Yes.
spreading all of this propaganda, but he can't find that same confidence on some little kitten heels. Like, where's that confidence, sir? I couldn't. So
I think
it was so bad.
I think he thought he was good.
I think so too, but you could just tell like just in the way like his knees were bending, and he at one point he was supposed to do like a high kick and he just didn't have the confidence to like
Low kick.
he could do in one of the videos somebody was like low kick. I was laughing so hard. But
Yep.
like he just couldn't find the confidence in his heels to like rock it, and I just was like, wow, how? You are so confident in everything that you shouldn't be confident in, but you're not going to be confident in dancing. Like you came from cheerleading. I don't know. I could go on for forever, but I just thought it was so strange.
I just thought it was funny. But Christian Walker aside, I think that I don't even know what our answer is to people saying things like that, and doing things like that, like the video that you just shared. Like, what do you do when TikTok won't take a video like that down, or it leaves it up for however long it was up? You know,
That's
the damage is
when
already done.
I honestly think that's when we need to start letting people know about that email address that I had mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Yes.
And that I think that's when you send it to that email address and you save the video or you screen record the video and you send that in with your email and basically say, look, like, dude, what the fuck? And 9 times out of 10, I've only not had success with reaching out to TikTok via email about an account or a video once. I don't play around. Like pedophiles, that guy that did that really tacky 9/11 It's Raining Men video.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Basically, this guy who does not even live in the United States, he took the song It's Raining Men and he green screened himself in front of the Twin Towers and made a joke about when 9/11 happened and people were jumping from the building. Yeah.
Scottish. What the hell? I was
Yeah.
Did you happen to see that trend? It was when it was that dancing trend with the bitch I'm a ghost, and they did the little dance thing, which I thought was like a cool trend. But then some really, really gross men decided to take it, and they were like, it was the spoken word where the girls they said, "Real men don't know shit, must have been a ghost then," and then they spliced the audio together with the "ooh, bitch, I'm a ghost," and then that was the trend. I made several videos about it because I was so viscerally angry that trend, that it became a trend. Like the number of boys who just, they would walk into the frame to the spoken word part of it, and then they would lip sync to the bitch I'm a ghost thing, and it just like, it turned my fucking stomach. And I reported it so many times. I reported so many videos because it was just like you could keep scrolling consistently, and there were so many people under that trend with that exact same audio making the same joke. How the fuck are you guys letting this stay up?
Did they
Take
get
the
sued?
audio down? No, I'm 99% sure. Let me check it right now. I'm 99% sure that those videos are still up, at least for the one guy who like, it looks like one of the bigger videos that blew up with that one trend is gone, but I don't know if the audio itself is gone.
Another person I really wanted to talk about was Papa Gut, because that really, the stuff that he says is
you laughing at me, Matt?
I saw your reactions.
Okay.
So I've only watched his videos through your guys' calling him out. I haven't actually gone to his videos.
It's it.
So
Let's talk about Papa
Jordan's
Gut.
got some
It's
very
so
good
lovely.
insight to Papa Gut. So.
I have very good insight to Papa Gut. Papa Gut is very, very controversial. He speaks completely out of pocket. He is very inappropriate. However, he has also worked to get pedophiles off of TikTok. Matt had sent me the video where he says, if she's old enough to bleed, she's old enough to breed. And we had a conversation about it. It was actually a very poor attempt at calling out the Lopez brothers, because he said their names at the end. I had to listen to it a few times. And he said that he got that advice from the Lopez brothers. Now, it was in poor taste, because when he said that, the little audience was cheering and whatever. He is inappropriate, but at the same time, he is on the same mission as we are. Like, he hates pedophiles on this app. He takes it straight to TikTok. He reports them. He does his job to get them off too. So is he problematic because he has absolutely no bedside manner? Yes. Is he a bad guy? Not completely. Matt and I were talking about some of the inboxes and DMs that he has sent, and he can be very inappropriate, but when it comes down to the nature of TikTok as a whole and his content, he just has no bedside manner, but he never has. So that's kind of how Papa Gut is.
Him calling out and saying the whole inward thing, but of course we can go back into that section. But anyways, but that kind of bugged me too. It's like, that we don't have any business to say. I get what you're saying, but let them handle their business. If they want to say that, fine. But dude, we're white. We don't know. Come on now.
Are there any other controversial videos that we have to tackle?
I mean,
Let me look.
The bad cam videos, but they're just dumb.
Yeah. Well, Cam is just whatever.
He looks like a thumb. Can we all just agree he looks like a thumb?
Who?
Yeah.
Cam Higby. Do you know who I'm talking? Do you know Cam Higby?
I live under
Hold
a
on.
TikTok rock.
You're
I
so
No, that's
lucky.
okay.
I do.
Because we're all like entrenched in the political side of TikTok.
We
where,
can
like,
tell.
we just
You're so
constantly
lucky.
have to see
God,
it.
I wish I didn't know either. Oh,
I wish I didn't have to see his
I
face.
wish people would be like, do you know Cam Higby? And I could genuinely say, I don't.
He
It's
also
amazing.
perpetually looks like he just sucked on a lemon.
Oh, good.
Do you know what I mean?
He started.
Oh,
Like-
Jordan, yeah, that's him.
This kid.
Ew. Okay, where's his daddy lawyer at?
But yes.
He's taking the picture.
Exactly.
What was the account? What was the group?
How to say that?
Before it was
Say what?
I think it was either conservative or Republican hype.
No,
house.
it was the Republican hype house. He had like 5 or 6 different Republican
blew it up.
commentators on there who were all people of color, and he got them up. That account got up to over 1 million followers, and then he got rid of all the people of color content creators that were on there and took over the.
And he took it over. So now it's called like Cam
Talk
Higby
about
official.
white privilege.
Like he had his own side account for a while that like all of his videos were kind of just like ridiculous takes that were very easy for people to poke holes into.
Yep.
But the Republican hype house had like I mean, like I may disagree with their takes, but sometimes they had things that like they were poking holes legitimately into, so that they had big following. And then they all just disbanded. And he was like, so I'll be taking over the account now and just swiftly
This is why
grabbed
people don't
the
take
1 million
Republicans
followers.
seriously.
Yep.
No,
It was so funny though.
took them all. He hijacked it all. He just like fine now.
Mhm.
Personally, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was legitimately
Oh.
hilarious. I was like, this is exactly what you would do. This makes
Yeah.
perfect
I
sense
know.
for me.
That's historical poetry right there.
Yeah.
A white man just taking what isn't truly
What?
his.
Yep.
What
What's not
all of
his?
these people of color work to build. Yeah. If there's not a better allegory for the United States, I don't know what is.
Thanks again for watching. If you want to catch all of us on here, just go around and give your handles real quick. We have Jackie at Jack's the Feud.
Hi.
Kristen at Kristen is Blue. Matthew, by the way, who just appeared out of nowhere. Yeah. Yes, MC Angry Veteran and Kimmy. Kimmy
6904.
904. And Jordan's handle again was
Jones 451.
451. Thank you.
Wait, repeat.
Oh, and this is Walt Frazier at Walt Frazier, not the basketball player. This guy has an I in his name, and there's no Z.
He's got an I and a Z
Hold on.
and an S.
He's not the basketball player?
Not the basketball.
Wait a minute.
That's
I'm
crazy.
confused.
I get that a lot.
Splitting
You're blowing my
image.
mind here.
I never would have. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
First with that name.
I had a couple OG rappers that got me confused with him recently
Okay,
too.
so I'm gonna stop
on Twitter.
recording.
Okay.